Scorpio. Welcome to my channel. To those of you who are part of this community, welcome back. We're taking a look at what is happening for you, for this collective, for the Scorpio collective, in love and relationship and in finances, in the area of money during the month of June. So, if you're new to my channel, I'm High Priestess Elif. I am a medium, so I channel the bulk of my message. Everything in your life is about love. Everything in our experience is about love. Doesn't matter what the relationship is with, whether it's with money, with family, with friends, your relationship with your education, with your romantic partner, significant other, whatever it may be for you, it all comes back to source, who we are at our core, and what this entire experience is about. Why we are here is to experience the fullness of who we are at our core, which is love. Who you are as a source being, who you are as a soul being, who you are as a soul, a source, as being connected to consciousness, the bigger part of self, the bigger part of who you are. You are here to experience and to live out the fullness of your essence, which is love in every area of your life. And when you pinch yourself off from that, or you feel as though you missed the mark, you're not quite getting there, you do not feel satisfied, you do not feel fulfilled, and you know something's not right, and you cannot be at peace, and you cannot come into harmony. So these readings are to serve you on your journey. They are not to hinder. I always ask that you guys trust your own intuition. You have your guides and your keepers. And so I always ask that you guys take a few deep breaths and settle into your intuition. Ask your guides and keepers to guide you through this reading, to help you to know and to recognize which parts of the reading are for you and which is not. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't try to make things fit that do not fit. And if something, anything, it doesn't matter what it is, this message, this reading, if it doesn't lift you up, if it doesn't make you feel as though you've expanded in the time, whether it's thought, expansion in your thought process, expansion in the way you feel about yourself or the way you feel in your life, even in the tiniest way, if it doesn't contribute to your existence, just exit the video. You matter, and what you give energy to and what you focus on expands in your reality. So don't allow your value to exist, or don't place don't place value or meaning in anything outside of yourself that does not lift you. So as I say, if it resonates, take it, claim it without a doubt. If it doesn't resonate, it's not for you. However, if it triggers, but it triggers in a way that clicks you out of a place where you might have been stagnant, if it triggers you in a way that you know movement is necessary, then that is for you. Take it, make the most of it, allow it to serve you on your journey. Expand, grow, and welcome in the life that you are meant to live and experience here, which is one of satisfaction, well-being. The basis of your life is freedom. You are so free, you can choose bondage. To my Scorpio collective, those of you who are back once again, who have been here with me before watching my videos, I just want to extend my appreciation. You mean so much to me, and your time, your energy, and your desire for well-being and for happiness, and your search and your quest for truth, your authentic truth, and the answers to your questions, they matter, not only in your own experience but that of the collective. And I appreciate you. Your guides and keepers appreciate you. So thank you for your time, your energy. Thank you for your comments. Thank you to those of you who have donated to my channel, to those of you who have contacted me for readings, for coaching, for spiritual healing. Thank you for honoring my work and making it possible for me to do what I do. And your likes, your comments, it makes it possible for people who need to receive these messages to have access to them. So I just wanted to thank you. I start all of my readings with a remote healing, a channel for remote healing in the lives of my subscribers, particularly in the area of love and relationship and the relationship with yourself, to bring in healing, to bring in balance, to elevate the energetic vibration in the relationship between you and you. So you've entered a sacred space. The archangels in the north, south, east and west have their sacred flames burning. And we give thanks to the spirits of air, earth, water and fire, to my guides and keepers and your guides and keepers, for making it possible for me to channel these messages and to bring you the messages that you need to receive at this time. Right, so Scorpio, you might have come into a new relationship of late. You're not quite sure what this is about. You're not quite sure if you're wasting your time, if you should even be giving it the energy. You're not quite sure what this relationship means. I do say in my readings, I often mention that every relationship, everything that comes into our life experience comes to serve us in one way or the other. But it really helps us to understand the energetic vibration of a connection. Whether it's your relationship with anything, money, whatever, but I'm speaking specifically about a romantic connection, an interest. It really helps to understand the dynamic of a connection, because it helps you to know and to recognize what is happening and the various ways in which it comes to serve you, and you are open to that and you are focused on that, and you do not get sidetracked with illusions or delusions, which we often do. We like to attach, that story that we have created, that fantasy that we've created, and there's nothing wrong with fantasies, but we need to know how they fit, that we've created when it comes to romance. We've put it together based on everything that we want to avoid, everything that we're afraid of, and we don't realize, because that is the energetic foundation of that fantasy, of that story that we have going back and forth in our heads, and every person we meet, we compare them to this dynamic. The basis of it is avoidance, trying to avoid everything that can hurt you. And that's what you calibrate it to. That's the energetic message you send out, and that's what you attract. So what Spirit wants you to be aware of is that, to those of you who do have a new person that's coming to your experience, you may have a new person coming in around during this month. Spirit wants me to let you know that this relationship is not as a result of your transformation. it is a contributing factor to the transformation that you are going through in the area of your throat chakra and your solar plexus. So, solar plexus, Spirit is saying to me, the focus there is your relationship with yourself, how you see yourself. This person is going to offer you the opportunity to show you, to mirror. You will see in the way they look at you, and what they see is you. So pay attention to what this person says, how they treat you. They're mirroring you, your relationship with yourself on a deeper level, perhaps where you are not yet willing to see or able to recognize. This is what this person's coming to show you. So if it's good, great, well, add to that. But this is what you want to pay attention to, and also bringing you truths where you've held a story active that does not line up with what is in your desires regarding love and relationship. It doesn't really line up with that. Okay, so this person has come to contribute to your transformation. I am not talking about those of you who have been with someone for a couple of months. You're in a relationship, you've gone back, and this is long term, it's more than a year, or I'm talking about those of you who have had someone come into your life recently. You wouldn't consider this someone that's been there for a while. Recently, and you like them. You feel as though this is something you should explore, but you're not. It's not, yes. This is my person. I've arrived. It's not that feeling. There are question marks that pop up. Not that anything specifically negative is necessarily happening. It's just, this is the answer. Okay, I'm going to stop trying to explain that. It's either your story or it's not. Okay? So, for my Scorpio collective, so there's something that you're holding on to. There's something that you're holding on to, and because you're holding on to this, it's either a concept of yourself, an idea of a relationship that might not be there anymore, an idea of a situation that you feel is not yet in your grasp, and you're constantly reaching for it. Because that is your focus, you're focusing on what is not here, you feel lonely. There is a feeling of emptiness. You need to, and this contributes to you feeling emotionally unfulfilled on some level. You've got to let this go. You've got to let the idea of this person go. Or you've got to let the idea of this situation, or whatever it may be, you've got to let it go. Okay, so Scorpio, I'm going to be doing your reading. We'll be looking at a past person for those of you who are interested in a past person. Then we're going to draw some cards for a present person. And then we're going to look at money. What is it that my Scorpio collective needs to know with regards to a past person? What's happening with the past person? Okay, past person for my Scorpio. Okay, Spirit wants me to draw from this deck. Okay, past person, you miss someone. And the number 11, the 2 1s are showing up for me, so you've been grieving a soulmate, or angel communication about a past person. So what Spirit is showing, what's really popping out to me is that you'll see here, the light. See, there is the feminine next to the partner, who is a skeleton, and she's there at his or her graveside. Take it as it resonates. It's not gender specific. But the skeleton is standing out to me, and this lets me know Spirit is highlighting either your past person is past, transition to the other side, or that you know that this connection, you've been grieving this connection, and you know that the idea of this person, or what you thought you guys were meant to have here, that you having to lay that to rest. Okay. It could be a twin flame for some of you, where you've let this go. You've completely released this person, or the idea that you were quite attached to. However, you do miss this person. Spirit just said to me, there are aspects of this connection that you've had to bury for some of you. But it's very shallow. The grave is shallow. It's not, so it's not completely buried. Okay? It's not completely buried. It's not completely put away. Okay. What else, Spirit? What is it that my Scorpio needs to know about this past person, for my Scorpio collective who are interested in a past person? All right, let's see, Scorpio. Let's take a look. So, right. This connection came with a sense of burden. Either because the situation that you were in, that it didn't complement it, or because this person came with challenges, or this connection came with the demand of you making certain or taking certain actions. So I'm seeing obstacles, blockages, an overwhelming sense of responsibility. Perhaps your person felt that way and couldn't release their responsibility to be with you. You contradicted the responsibility they felt they had, or it was the case for you. So you could have been in a situation where this relationship was just not contributing to that situation, whatever it may be, or may have been. Might not be the case anymore. Okay. But I feel for many of you, this has been your person. Your person felt burdened by this connection. And it could be a different reason, or a different, it could be as a result of different things for you guys. It doesn't have to be the same thing. Take it as it resonates. but it did make them feel very overwhelmed. And this person wasn't able to see the blessing that this connection was. This person was not able to see that this was in fact wish fulfillment or a gift from source, a manifestation of what it is they've really been asking for. And this person just completely became distorted in their emotions for you. They acted out this person showed up or responded to the pressure that they were feeling with whatever decision they needed to make, wanting to move towards you, but having this weight of responsibility, this sense of overwhelmment on the shoulder, and then feeling as though you're the reason for their pain. So very twisted in the emotions and just switched off to you emotionally. That's what I'm seeing here. I see this person didn't want to believe that this could actually be their wish fulfillment and could actually be what they've been praying for and asking for. It's very possible for some of you that you were in a third party situation, but then for others of you, it could be that this person wanted to make a solid investment in this relationship, or in a relationship, the right relationship, but couldn't fully believe that you were that right relationship because of the timing. So what Spirit is showing me is someone that feels like, I'm carrying this weight and I picked it up. My intention was to carry it to the other end of the forest. And when I get to the other side and I put the weight down, after I have a rest, drink a cup of water, my person will come into my life. And because you came in midway, so this is someone that's rigid in their thinking, very, very attached to mindsets, to paradigms, to concept about self-concepts, and they were not willing to see this for what it really is. And so the justice and the balance that was supposed to come into this connection just didn't come into place. But that doesn't mean that that it's been absent or void in your experience or this person's experience. They do watch you from a distance, but not positively. This person watches you constantly, and I'm picking up the energy of someone that is very resentful and bitter. And they watch you from a distance, but they are angry with you, they blame you, and they look at, so you can have two people looking at the same picture, and one person can see positive things because that's the vibration they're in, and another person can only see negative things. We all know someone like that. This person of yours doesn't necessarily verbalize it, but they look at you, social media or whatever, however they're able to watch you, and it doesn't matter how well you're doing or what's happening, they twist it in their minds. And this Spirit says this is a self-protective mechanism. This is a self-protective mechanism because they are too afraid to acknowledge that what they believe to be true in this situation was not true. So, is this person, what is it that my collective can expect with regards to this past person during the month of June? Can my collective, my Scorpio collective, expect any sort of movement? Okay, so there is a desire to make peace, to reconnect, to get back in touch once again to close the gap. Yeah, but this person's not willing to take any action. It's as if they're hoping that maybe and you'll reach out. Should you reach out? I don't know. The energy that I'm picking up from this person, I wouldn't. But I mean, you know your story, and you've got free will. You got to do what's best for you, and you got to trust your guidance system and your intuition. So this person needs to time, because emotionally there is still a lot of growth. There's a lot of growth and maturity that this person is having to acquire. And this is not a bad thing, because Spirit shows me that they are going through this process. Their guides and keepers are guiding them through this process. It's very, very important for them to go through this process. But I feel as though you need to be aware of that, regardless of what decision you make here. I cannot tell you what to do. All I can tell you is the energy that I'm picking up, and you know if it resonates or not. Obviously, if this is not your story, then use your own intuition, use your own guidance system. But if this is your story, then I wouldn't. So let's take a look at what is happening for my Scorpio collective. Interested in a current person. Okay, so for my Scorpio collective, interested in a current person. What is it that my collective needs to know regarding this current person? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so let's see. What is happening with regards to this current person? So this current person that you're dealing with, there is a collision. There's a collision of beliefs, styles, attitudes, and energy. So if you've been asking Spirit the question, I'm feeling a bit of resistance here. What is this about? Now, as I said earlier on, for those of you who has had someone new coming into your experience recently, this is not a past person. This could be an answer. This could dovetail with what I said in the intro. It could also resonate if it's someone that you've been with, that you are in a relationship with. It doesn't have to be someone you've met recently. But I did pick up that there was this question mark. Spirit was showing me that you've been asking this question. You're not quite sure. It feels like there's a little bit of resistance between you and this person. And the reason why Spirit wants you to know is that this person is here to help you in your transformation with regards to your self-concept when it comes to relationship, your concept overall when it comes to relationship, and a few things that are holding you apart from letting love in. Beliefs. There is a collision of beliefs, and this person is everything that is happening outside of you is a projection of what is active within you. So the relationship that you are experiencing, that you are engaging in outside of you with someone else other than you, is actually a projection of the relationship between you and you. That which you identify with as I, and self, the bigger part of you, your soul self, your source self, your consciousness. And so that person is coming to show you what you need to know to help you in your transformation. There is a coalition of beliefs. So look inward. Where you see there is a coalition of beliefs between you and that person, what you believe about relationships, what you believe about yourself, what they believe about themselves versus you, and stuff like that. Pay attention to that. And then you, whatever the area is, wherever there is a bit of, contrast with regards to belief about a particular area, that's where you need to go and revisit your beliefs internally, because Spirit says that you have two different streams of energy going out in terms of relationship, because you're holding two colliding beliefs active internally. You don't hold them active at the same time, because we can only focus on one thing at a time. But there are moments when a contradicting belief pops up, and perhaps you're not paying too much attention to it. And then there are other times when you consciously think a more positive thought when it comes to relationship. Now, the same in the area of style. Style is the way that you behave in relationships. Your style when it comes to how you treat yourself, how you, all of those things. This person is really pointing out all of these things for you. So they're mirroring the coalition that is active within yourself. So where you see yourself and you see this person outside of yourself, now take the energy that they are holding active, the beliefs, the styles, the attitudes, and you bring it inward. That is where you, whether you're masculine or feminine, your inner masculine holds certain beliefs active. They can represent some of the beliefs you hold active at times, and then your inner feminine sometimes holds a contradictory style, belief, attitude, or energy active. So you need to allow them to come into union, solidify your beliefs, decide what it is you believe, what is your style, what is your attitude, what is the energy that you want to hold active in that particular area, especially love and relationship. Make that decision, line up with it, and I hope that makes sense. Powerful energies, can definitely feel how much has shifted. Even the messages coming through, it just lets me know where you guys are at. Your guides and keepers, they know that you've upgraded, that you understand that you are in a vibrational place to receive these messages, to grasp them, and to just absolutely run with them. Okay, what else is it that my Scorpio collective should know about this current person? Wish fulfillment is here. Okay, let's see. Oh. Okay. Right, so wish fulfillment comes through being self-full. And this person might have qualities and characteristics that make you think that they could be your wish fulfillment. But Spirit is saying to me, be mindful. Because if you have to compromise the relationship with self, compromise what makes you happy, what matters to you, to show this person affection, it cannot lead to your wish fulfillment. It cannot be your wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment is obtained through the relationship, a fulfilling relationship with self. And if anything about this connection demands that you click out of alignment with your own harmony, your peace, your own well-being with your source, then the connection asks too much. There is an opportunity, a potential for happiness here. Yes, you are right, there is. But it doesn't mean that this is happiness. Not necessarily. There's some reason you guys should be enjoying one another and being happy, but it's not happening. Why? Because someone in this connection, or both of you, expects the other to come and sit with them in their turmoil or in their unhappiness or in their dis-ease, or to support and tolerate them being out of alignment. And when you shift your focus from your well-being to somebody else's dis-ease, to someone being out of alignment, it clicks you out of alignment. So both of you are not in a good place. And where do you think that takes your relationship? So I am picking up a little bit of codependence for some of you. Okay, you would like to be in a situation where your person is willing to and is making a solid investment in this relationship, and you are wondering if that is their intention. I don't see that happening. For some of you, this person is involved elsewhere as well. Juggling. And this is going to result in cups being spilled here, and tears spilling, being someone getting hurt, and what looks to me like a breakup. But based on the energy I'm getting, I don't think that's a loss. Yep, the Death card came out in conjunction with that. Make sure that you take, and as a result, there will be further healing and wish fulfillment. Look, it doesn't matter what happens or how much contrast we have. It always guides us towards closer and closer. Everything that happens, good or bad, is constantly guiding us closer and closer towards that which is best for us. And that doesn't mean that what is uncomfortable and sad and unhappy is best for us. No. Towards your desires, your joy, your happiness, your fulfillment. Allow this experience to be healing and not to make you further guarded. If you need to re-listen to this message, then do that, please. Because in the beginning, I explain exactly how this relationship is serving you right now and what you're supposed to be getting from this. So, make sure that you do. Okay, make sure that you do. We're going to move on to the area of money. Okay, for my Scorpio collective, thank you, Spirit. What is it that my Scorpio collective needs to know in the area of money? What is their current energy in their relationship with money? And what is it that they need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Anything that they can expect during this month, during the month of June, anything they should be aware of? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. for my Scorpio collective. Okay, take that back. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay. So, new investments. You might have recently made a new investment or decided to invest in something new. Doesn't have to be money, it can be your time, it can be your energy. And this is good. This is something that's really going to ignite your passion. It's something you enjoy doing, and you will have victory in this area. It will be beneficial. Okay. There might be other opportunities as well that come to the forefront during this month. Spirit is letting me know that you are wondering, you're second guessing, you're sort of wondering if this is going to contribute to or yield this new beginning, new passionate beginning in the area of money and career. And you're not sure if you can trust what is coming into your experience. There's a tendency to overanalyze this at the moment. You need to be mindful of that. Okay, so let me just remind you how this works. By the time, so everything is energetic in our universe. And some of us think we've got to sit down and decide what we want and then think of a plan of how to get there and create that opportunity and then make it happen, and hopefully it's a success. The reality is everything is energy. You are energy. Your thoughts, create an emotion, which creates a vibrational a frequency, an energy vibration, goes out into the universe, and that's what we attract. But prior to that, throughout our lives on a day-to-day basis, we are sifting and sorting. As we move through our day, every time we have an experience that helps us to know that we want more of something or less of something else, or we don't want that, but we rather want that, we are defining our preference. And Source receives that information and creates the equivalent. The part of us, our inner being that is connected to Source, creates that equivalent. It is done. It already exists energetically. Now you have been asking every day, all day throughout your life. And all you have to do, and that's wanted and unwanted things, because every subject is two ends of the stick. And with our focus and the energy vibration that we send out, we attract either wanted or unwanted. So these opportunities that have come into your experience now is a vibrational match to your desires, unless you have predominantly been focusing on unwanted. But if you have spent some time positively focusing on and wanting to manifest, deliberately manifesting new opportunities in the area of career or money, then trust that it is done. The doubt can be overcome easily if you shift your focus away from your fears and from your doubts, and from trying to over-evaluate and analyze the situation to establish whether or not there are red flags, and to instead start to focus in and to become hyper-focused and zoom in on the positive aspects, everything that comes with this opportunity that you have asked for. Focus on that. And the well-being and the abundance will become more prominent. It'll flourish, it'll expand, it'll become bigger. And those little things that might niggle will become irrelevant. If it doesn't, what is not for you will move out of your experience. So don't do that thing that is going to pinch you off and affect or hinder your vision. Okay? Because you are the creator of your own reality. This is your empire. You are the empress. The empress is all of the queens in the tarot combined and the high priestess. That is balance. You have all the positive qualities of all the queens in the deck. You are not lacking for anything. And you have this connection, profound, deep soul connection. You are intuitive, you are gifted. And so the world is yours. You have the world. Take this leap of faith and trust. Trust in your hard work. Trust in the work that you've done, and continue to focus on doing your work. You will have victory. Victory is here. Okay. So you've obviously been working on manifesting certain things, and certain opportunities have come into the experience, and you're wondering if you're on the right track. There is your answer, Scorpio. That is your message. So I trust that you have received the guidance that contributes to your experience today, and I hope that you enjoyed this reading, this message with me. Take good care of yourself, guys. The energies are beautiful. They are also intense. So much is happening to your body right now. So much updating. Updating your system is taking place. In your programming, so much is happening, and all for good, all in your favor. And all you need to do is maintain your alignment. Be good to yourself. Take care of yourself. Rest when you need to rest. Love yourself, and love everything that comes into your experience, even when it rubs you up the wrong way, because if it's not meant to stay, it's not going to be there for much longer. But everything that comes in has a purpose, and you deserve the best of what this life experience is here to give. And in that way, you can give of your best. So if you're interested in a personal, my email is in the description box below. Do what is best for you, and I will see you next time. Love and light. Bye now.